And there we go. Yeah, it's looking pretty decent. So yeah, the graining effect's come across really well. Of course, it's not perfect, but it's coming out pretty nice. I'd say definitely needed to be grained. I mean, you can see obviously I'm an amateur, and of course where I got over paint on there, and then I used, you know, the acetone nail polish remover to remove the paint. Obviously it's sort of damaged the plastic in bits and places like this. So I'm hoping that I can potentially use something like a very, very fine sandpaper just to rub it down slightly. But obviously I know that often you try to make things better, but it makes things worse. So I'll give it a gentle sand over with a really fine sandpaper, and then leave it at that, I think, because I know that it basically marks it, such as around the door handle here. But yeah, the grading effect looks really good, I think. You know, bear in mind I'm a complete amateur. Okay, so this is just a bit of fun, that's all. So yeah, in a minute I'm going to peel off the protection for the windows, like I say, tidy up those bits of potential damage I can make a little bit better. Then I've got the Tamiya smoke paint, which I can apply, and then I can have an overall sort of look at it and see what I need to do. But I'll probably, for example, like this bit here where some paint has seeped through on there, and you can see the glue, I'll probably paint in this section here, or maybe potentially on the outside silver, just that little section there. Same as that section there, I want that painted silver on the outside, then I can add a bit of grain to it with a bit of light sandpaper. So end of the day, I'll do my best on it. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, and here we go. Here it is, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, shout out to the guys in the Ukraine from APlastics. This come to something like £60 delivered to the UK. Absolutely lovely. Got the instructions there, make sure you definitely follow it. I made a little mistake of cutting out that little piece there in error, hence why I had to glue it back on again. Like I mentioned on the prior part of the video, it does come with this part here, which you can fit if you want to, but for me, I want to run the rubber bumper underneath there. So I didn't want to have the hassle of having to put that on and glue it and paint on the outside, etc. It also comes with these inserts as well, which you can use. Again, obviously I've not bothered using, I've just used the decals on there, but if you wanted to do that and paint it and paint the back here, etc., with some suitable colours such as those, then you can. But yeah, those do clip in nicely on the inside as well, so it's a nice touch. I won't need them, but it's a nice touch. These also come with as well the stickers to mask out the windows as well, which are absolutely top quality, nice and tight, absolutely perfect. And I think that looks fabulous. And again, that's a chassis I use, TT01. You can use a TT02. Again, I'm not an expert on what the differences are, but when I did look, the TT01 just seemed better. Plus also I must say I've got the Subaru Impreza there running the TT01, which I love, so I kind of wanted it all the same. That's the reason why I did that. But yeah, look at that, absolutely epic. I'm looking forward to using that. A weekend I should be trying that, but yeah, look at that beautiful gloss, wonderful, wonderful. And there we are, that's it. APlastics on eBay over in Ukraine. Hit them up if you want one. Nice one. And here we go, looking absolutely fabulous. So yeah, obviously I put it alongside my take on the Subaru Impreza WR1, obviously minus that, but yeah, look at that, looks wonderful. So both the TT01E Tamiya chassis 1/10, both look bloody good, really nice. Look at that. So 3D printed wheels. Big shout out to Daryl for the paints, really generous of you, thank you very much for that. Got the Tamiya black gloss, the Tamiya smoke, the black gloss hand painted in these sort of sections here. The Tamiya aluminium paint, again it's in the details for that. Here we've got a gunmetal painted on the outside here, but Tamiya black around on the inside. The decals that come from APlastics, who made the body shell over in Ukraine. Custom number plate on the back. All the decals here, which obviously they look very dark there, but when you actually have it up, obviously up at light, but when it's quite late now, they look wonderful. Look at that, really lovely decals. Again, painted black on there as well. I say 3D printed wheels, did myself, along with the Tamiya tyres on there with the inserts, running the Sport Tune motor. I think it looks absolutely wonderful, so I'm looking forward to racing that later, or running that I should say. Underneath here for the details, we've got the stock bumper that comes with the car, plus an additional one on the back and an additional brace on there as well. just to add the protection. I didn't bother using the part of the shell here, the sort of bumper trim part, because it would have caught on here. And I also didn't want to have to repaint the outside of this bumper, because when you glue it on you get the white marks, hence why I left it off. I didn't think it needed it. I left the front one on though, because that is a key part, having it on there, and that fits beautifully with that bumper. Yeah, really nice. Say sport tune motor in there as well, so it should go pretty damn well. And there we go. Took a lot of effort to get to that stage, but I absolutely love it. It was well worth adding those scratches with 100 grit. Obviously I've learned a few things I can do better if I ever were to do another one, such as not to use acetone and to mask up every single thing, such as handles and windows, to a much higher standard. But this is my first one other than the amateur spray jobs, which are these, which are just spraying it one color and sticking on windows. You know, this is all painted apart from the little decals on the front and rear, and I think it looks wonderful. There you go, that is it. So big shout out to the guys over in Ukraine, APlastics, and again I'll put the information in the info tab on my YouTube video. Thank you all, and hit the like button. Thank you very much.